Charlie likes people. He's a good guy. I don't like. I want all my enemies. I want all my enemies to suffer. Like what?
What is wrong with him?
He's a psychopath. as what
according to the
Jeffrey Epstein said in these emails. Ooh. Trump is the worst person he ever met. Don't have a nice bone in his body. Some along the lines of that. What these emails bring out, whether a lot of it is true or not, it just maybe some of it seemed like banter between Jeffrey Epstein and his brother. You know, because the whole meme been about latest meme been about Trump giving Bill Clinton a blowjob. I don't know if y'all seen that, but
I ain't seen that shit. That's
wild. That because some in there when he was talking to his brother, he talking about has Trump blown Bubba or something like that.
I have definitely not seen that.
Yeah,
oh, right.
The memes are out there, but it showcases that Donald Trump, who had been saying he has no connection, didn't know what was going on. At bare minimum, that was a lie. But
like, boy, you in there?
I mean,
Eddie, do you know where they are? Do you know if it's a evidence box like in the FBI room?
It's probably just a file on a system that got a password on that one or two people can access.
Okay.
That they can't put the password in until Congress says it's okay on a vote. And now he got these other politicians, Lauren Boebert, he called her that morning trying to get her to vote against it. Then more angry at Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, it's like he's floundering right now. Like,
so what is in it? Like, you know, he said they fell out. They had a big falling out. But we fall out every day. And I got screenshots of people that I fell out with. And if the DOJ calls me to ask me what our dealings were, I have a folder. It's in my phone. So I'm just wondering, is it like that? When this is supposed to happen this week, when it happens, what does the uproar look like from your president? Like, does he?
It don't look like nothing. They just gonna keep lying.
Like, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Like they're doing now. They're just gonna say it's the Democrats' hoax. All the same stuff they've been saying.
Okay, then. So I mean, it really makes no difference.
It don't make no difference. Like, okay, what are they going to find out that's going to allow them to do something to hold the president accountable that actually holds him accountable? Because they got everything. They don't have to vote to give the president consequences, even if these files have some incriminating him. Like, they don't have the Senate, the House, the Supreme Court. Nobody got to do nothing.
So in essence, nothing really matters.
If the only thing that matters is if he'd been doing gay stuff.
That would matter?
Yes.
To whom?
To his base. Because I mean, look, Republicans been overlooking they white leadership messing with young kids and girls a lot. The ones that get the most scrutiny is when they messing with a boy or when they secretly homosexual. They don't be tolerating that.
Well, let's see what's gonna come
something
out.
Like that came out. Okay, Trump gonna have a problem.
Or if he was dating a black woman. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm tuned in and ready for that to break. That was about the size of it. They want the files to be open. I've been more curious about, you know, if I've been talking about some files this long, somebody went through and purged them files. Whatever it is you thought was in there, we threw that away 10 years ago. Chill out. But we don't know yet. So looking forward to the vote on that. Oh, what else has been happening? We've been gone for 2 weeks and it seems like so much has happened. It seems like I haven't seen you guys in a month. It's about to be a month again, too, because we're in the holiday season. But what else has happened? Let's see. Eddie, you stay in the TikTok streets. I just get on there and post my recap.
I be in the TikTok streets. I ain't gonna lie.
But I know yesterday the biggest thing.
Think about all the political stuff.
Oh, we're keeping it political.
No. I mean,
look, I know yesterday the biggest thing was that Braden shop on the east side.
Yeah, I saw that.
We need to talk about customer service.
That's a good direction to go in. So the mama some hair braiding shop. Lady went in. She inquired first, and when did I know that you provide services like that where people would inquire and ask you, well, how much is it for this or that?
And I give them the price.
You say $200.
Yeah,
and they come in
and they pay
$200.
Yeah,
for exactly the service that you said or that they requested.
Is there a scenario where you don't have the hair you expected to have, so you have to use more expensive hair, and you then tell them, even though I told you $200, you got to pay more for this?
Well, I would speak on behalf of my braider, Mata, and there has been a time I've gone and she didn't have the less expensive hair. I didn't want it anyway, but she didn't have it. But guess what she does? She just uses what she has.
Right.
And usually as a service provider, you take that loss because you want to provide great customer service. You want them to have that experience because guess what's the biggest form of advertisement? Word of freaking mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
Especially
tell,
with TikTok. And
let's
that the
tell the
video I saw had
story.
100,000 likes
I was
on
just
it.
about to say, let's be sure to tell the story.
About
So
the
the
hair?
story is the lady, she told her $200. She wanted these not list so and so braids, medium sized braids, $200. But when she got there and got the style complete, the girl was like, it's 250. She had already paid the 200, but she came back and said, well, it's 250. And in the meantime, while she's saying it's 250, some kind of way she ends up holding the girl, like
She
locking the
grab her
door
hair.
and grabbing her by
Yeah.
the braids.
Oh yeah, it's time. Now.
First of all, they hurt because you just did them.
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh.
So I'm like that would make me go insane. I'm gonna tear
Mhm.
your shop up. But nevertheless,
She did right.
250, so $50 more dollars.
Than what you told me.
And it didn't even look like they gave her a chance to pay.
They did.
So yeah, that's what happened. Just in short, that is what happened. I went and got my hair braided. I paid 200. She told me it was 250 before I could even get the other 50 out and see why it's 250. You didn't yoke me up by the braids and lock the door.
Now what happened after that is they called the police.
Yep.
The
Said that
police
she
came. The braider said that she punched her. Officer went and looked at the camera, found out that was a lie, looked at her text message and said, well, you said 200. You have no reason to assault this lady for what you said that she should pay.
Yes.
And essentially, she paid her $200. She left.
Yeah.
And now I want my $200
And you snatched
back.
one of my braids out, and I'm finna sue you
Oh, yeah, it's a
for
wrap.
assault.
All
and
that.
kidnapping.
All that.
And I
You
say
locked
that
it.
because the justification for the lady was they had to use human hair
So,
for her hair. But I'm like, you got to
As-
take that one to the chin. You made a mistake as a business owner.
and if
Yeah.
it's just $50 more, like,
It don't matter if it was $5 more.
Definitely. But they're a different culture. It's a different world for them.
and over here in this world, you about to get beat down.
I'm just
So
saying.
like all the shares are just like, me and my girls would have done this, or this is what would have happened. Or look at this, did y'all see this? So basically now it's time to get them shut down. So Wendy, you said looking at that from a customer service angle.
I've never lost when I've given something away as a
Never.
courtesy. Never.
Never.
So it all goes back to giving.
Never.
I've never lost. I've never tried to dispute a customer about if they. I'm kind of like Walmart. Now, don't y'all come in there talking about, well, you said you come. No, I will. If you tell me I told you a price, that's exactly what it's gonna be. Even if
Yeah.
I didn't tell you. If I didn't tell you, if I know I ain't tell you, like you ain't gonna do that. But if you know, I mean, it's just a part of business. But you take losses in business, and you expect losses.
And
Yes.
it's $50.
Mhm.
You
It's
got
$50.
200.
And the woman
Can we
narrating
just
the-
get Chick-fil-A to do everybody customer service? Because man, they got it right.
They have a Bible.
They got
My
customer service
pleasure.
like they family get took hostage and
I'm talking
released
about
after they shift in.
This is
Yeah.
the standard I
They
expect
do it-
when you
they
work for
doing
my
good.
business. Period.
My pleasure.
You know, I worked at Chick-fil-A in high school and college, and we weren't doing all that thing. We were just good people. They hired good people. You know, we didn't have to go through all that.
Ooh, you
What?
just-
Like we did.
they've been doing it since Chick-fil-A was at Western Hills Mall. Don't nobody remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
we ain't- I ain't
You
say my
remember?
pleasure.
Nobody remembers Chick-fil-A being
For
up
a
there
little short time.
with Woolworth.
Look at you.
Piccadilly.
So,
Rave.
yes, customer service, like the standard. Who sets the standard for customer service?
The leader.
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
The leader.
Mm,
It's the brand.
It's already,
That's the brand they want.
It's
And-
changing now.
And they take that Sunday hit and still make more money than everybody.
Customer
Is
service
it
is
even that
changing
good?
now.
Like, what
It's
is
not
right?
really
Because
good.
Right.
It's shifting
what?
to the
Ain't even that good.
experience of the diner, especially with social media.
Well, shoot, man.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna argue with the
No,
restaurants because
ma'am.
you've
Yes.
been on it with these restaurants.
Yes.
Eddie for the win.
Eddie for the win on that. But let's talk about restaurants. And like you said, like y'all said, it's about the people. It's about the customers and the customer's experience. Now, if I have a restaurant, I do get sick of folk always, you know, trying to be a reviewer or a critic. Don't nobody even know you, first of all. I don't want to hear you talking about the food because what? Well, who?
Somebody
Why?
do.
No, they don't, Eddie.
That's the,
It's when it's when it's messy.
no.
If it's
No.
good, look at Kay. What's the girl? Kay.
Roll it up,
Look,
okay.
Rolling up Kay.
I follow a bunch of people around here. That's how I find places I didn't even know that existed to go to. I done found a piece of cake that was heading off over in Mountain Brook somewhere and was like, okay, gotta keep this one. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gatekeeper.
I did for a little while. I did post
You
a
should
video,
gatekeep sometimes.
but there's a lot of places around here that and I'm not a big critic. I am a very
Yeah.
forgiving moviegoer, diner. It even if it's something I'm not too fond of, there's something that they did good in that experience. I can always find a thing that was done well somewhere. You got to do real bad.
I say when it's horrible, like I'll
Just don't go back.
don't
yeah,
talk
I may
about it.
say like, hey,
Yeah, I don't talk
I'm
about
gonna
it if it
talk
was
to
bad.
them about the bad experience.
I'm not even gonna talk to them.
You
because
want to tell them?
no, that's just like somebody that know they musty. You know you musty. I don't have to tell you smell bad.
But I just want to make sure you know, hey, you know you must have. It's a courtesy.
They left
How
the
they
house
nose
like
blind
that.
now.
They had,
Maybe
yeah,
so.
that's
Like
what
you
I'm
don't
saying.
smell your cologne after you got on it for a
Right.
while.
No, it ain't
COVID,
nose blind.
COVID
Man, that
messed
is
people
nose
up.
blind.
COVID took away some people's
Not
senses.
even COVID. If you musty every day, then you ain't musty no more. You just regular.
Yeah, this is how you smell. So just like that, if this is what we have all the time and nobody else has complained about it, let me just bring this to your
Theoretically,
attention.
they business gonna fail, especially if it's somebody like up and coming. Like that's what fast food restaurants don't fail. They do all their stuff in a lab, right? But like a restaurant that just opened up down the street, mom and pop, they got to depend on the people,
Yeah.
to say whether something is good or not, and that's how review systems help.
Yeah.
But one of the most recent situations that happened on TikTok was this girl was outside of a coffee shop. I don't think she intended for it to be, but she had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee doing her outfit of the day thing. And the owner came out and was like, I know you're not doing a promo for Dunkin' in front of my coffee shop. And she's like, oh, no. I didn't even realize where I was at. I'm just doing an outfit of the day. I like this little outside
Okay.
setting. So she was like, okay, I'm going to come inside because she was like, okay, I'm going to see what the coffee shop about. She came in with the coffee, bought a pastry, and the lady kicked her out because she still had her Dunkin' Donuts cup after she bought the pastry.
I've seen that.
Tore her business up. Her business is toast now.
Okay, the nurse that was fired, same type of thing. Everything is on social media. You can't do anything and it not be made public. Or you can if people don't see it happening. But typically somebody's always recording and somebody is like the phone is a beep away. So this nurse had been seen before not being empathetic to patients. Man was having a seizure. She was standing back like she didn't want to touch him. And I don't know what the first incident was. But people saw that. They went in and she was fired.
You have so many sayings like what's always done in the dark, it's gonna come into the light.
Mhm.
And you can't do bad business for a long time and expect for your business to grow. So I don't even think half the time you have to do a review because like on one of the restaurants that we've been seeing on social media, when you walked in, you could see that the business was not thriving. You can see it. So your review isn't going to do anything more than what was already being done by what was going on inside the restaurant. It's inner workings.
And in this
Okay.
social media world, make sure the aesthetic, if nothing else, is right.
Yes.
Make sure when
And
they
it
walk in,
smells
everything
good.
look right.
I want things to smell good where I eat.
Mhm.
And then if you as a business owner, you're in a situation you can't control, you should move your business because it's going to hurt it more, not the move. The move ain't going to hurt you. It's you staying where
You ain't.
you smell sewage. But we're going to go.
I mean, hey.
And then like don't be a restaurant that your ego so
Hey.
big that you be like any video that y'all post of us, we gotta approve it. Don't do that.
But don't come in here always recording something. Come in here, eat your food. Eat your food.
But
Don't
you
don't come in here doing all
You
that.
live in this day and time where that is just the way of the
It's
world.
gonna change now. It is what it is.
It's the way
See,
of
there
the
y'all
world.
go settling again.
I ain't
Because-
see it.
Because this 2025,
I
this
ain't
is what we're doing. I don't care what
settling.
y'all doing.
I'm not-
Don't come in here doing that. I'm putting you out.
And as a business owner, you got that right.
I sure do this. I got my security. Hey, let me see your phone. I almost got put out of a wedding one time because I took a picture and they said
Them
we
folks
told you no
told you
camera.
to take a picture.
I said, well, hey, whatever. I couldn't even argue with it because y'all did say that.
The last wedding I officiated,
Yeah.
that was her ass. She said,
They
I
had
got-
celebrities at the
Just
wedding.
wait
ass.
until we post it, y'all. Before y'all
But
post
she didn't. I
anything.
can't even remember.
She didn't
So
want
if
y'all
I
posting
go,
it
if I
all.
go to a restaurant and I open up my sandwich and it's a rat tail sitting on that thing, you okay with me not letting you know that it's a place around
You
here
let me
with-
know when you get in your car.
Call
do that in
I'm
my
gonna let you
restaurant.
and everybody else know. Well,
Don't
I'm
do
not.
that in my restaurant.
I'm not because I'm not
I
going.
don't
But
know.
like I said, word
Oh
of
no,
mouth.
we
Just
going
joking,
live
guys.
right there, baby.
And see, look, Victoria, they'll just record in the car. I prefer you record in the car.
But
What's wrong
even
if
if
you
you
don't
don't
record in the car,
record it,
what's
if you call your mama, you call anybody and say, "Hey, I just left the restaurant and there's a rat tail." Word of mouth is gonna kill the business.
A
'Cause
rat tail.
Your mama then gonna call her sister, and then the sister gonna call the daughter, and the daughter gonna tell her friend. It's just gonna travel.
Yeah,
They
well,
got
'cause-
rat tails.
Because even without it being a video, you know, it's 3 times a year there's a Facebook restaurant saga. That's
Yeah.
only statuses and people sharing and people getting the tea
And guess what
and
happens?
a business owner getting out there acting crazy before they realize acting crazy don't help.
Let me tell y'all, a lot of you just got healthy here recently in the past decade or so. You used to eat at places that had bugs and
They still got 'em.
Everybody ate at
Right.
Fifes.
They still got them.
I'm not
Ooh.
doing this today.
But I'm just saying, you have
And
these
do.
different spaces where people
And
go and eat, and the scores ain't scored. So I'm hungry, and they it's good, and I'm coming in here.
I'm not
lot of
hard to
time-
please with delicious. I don't care if you got bugs.
lot of times-
the burger good.
That's me.
You said what now?
I don't care if you got bugs if the burger good.
Long
I know
as they
them
don't-
build. I know them
I'm
walls
with you.
old.
To a
Is it on
degree.
the burger?
I'm with you
no.
to a degree.
Well, give it to me.
I'm not when I'm germophobic type people.
But everybody
and
else
then
is
go-
these days. They so bullshit.
But real talk, half the time,
Your mama
because I
got
used to
roaches.
be a GM, a lot of times the scores is not about food.
yeah,
About temperatures.
yeah.
It ain't
all
even
types
about
of
temperature.
stuff.
A lot of times it's facility. And a lot of times we have
The roof.
gotten somebody else's place, and the facility is gonna always be an issue. So like a lot of times if they got like a 79 up, they're good. Because that means their food temps are good. And then you can read it, but usually the scores get dinged for facility issues.
Yeah, people see that number and they don't look at what it is because like I remember getting dinged for some points at a restaurant I worked at because all boxes are supposed to be at least 6 inches off the floor, and somebody put one of the boxes on the floor when they were getting something. It's like you lose points for that, and it's like that ain't no big deal for real.
But is his food good? Okay.
That's what I care about.
Let me get to it.
I mean, if it's open and they serving food and they ain't got shut down yet, I give it a shot.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. Now I'm gonna tell you something. There's a restaurant where you can like fix your own raw items, or you prepare your own raw items to be cooked.
It used to be like that at Fire Nights. You remember on the South Side?
Yeah, I took that one off because they kept saying they couldn't see. So I was like, let's try to make it easy for them.
Okay.
I'm not gonna call them because I'm not. You're not gonna sue me. However, this particular restaurant has a bar where you can get the raw items to be prepared by their chefs. Now, inspection wise, I would think that they've been inspected because they're able to still serve that way. But if you go in there and look at it, you might be like, no, this doesn't look appeasing to my everybody picking through it, and like buffets, right? Y'all know during the pandemic, a lot of people stopped. We can't go to pandemics anymore because we can't go to buffets anymore because of what's happening, and people stopped going. Buffets had the best salad bars ever.
Because
So
bring
many
back
options.
Shawnee.
Who stopped going?
That's what I'm saying. Eddie. Like, where you
I
want to
got
go?
my buffets.
Which one should we-
I got my little Chinese buffet that I ain't telling nobody what that's at.
You in Hoover?
Mm-mm.
And see,
that
that's what
one
I'm
ain't
saying. You
Hoover.
gotta gatekeep. Like, don't tell them. This is why we don't call names. I'm just telling
Oh
you. If you
my
want to know
God,
anything you heard
y'all.
on the air, you inbox us directly.
But
and
y'all
ask.
want people to have SNAP benefits.
If they need them, yeah.
Oh
And you
my
just can't
God.
use them where we gatekeep. So, customer service and best experiences or not, where have you had the best experience recently?
Best experience recently.
Mm,
Brick Tops is always a good for me.
okay.
Brick Tops, like the dining experience is really nice. They have very good waitresses.
Okay. Best experience. It can be whatever.
The tire shop.
See, I hate to say. Okay, so are we talking total experience, or are we talking about the customer side where you get the hospitality and service, or are we talking about the whole service
Just
with
what-
food and everything?
Which one now, I don't remember, but for you all, which one stands out for you here recently where you've gone to spend money and you that was nice.
So Cafe
Yeah.
DuPont was pretty
Ooh,
nice.
see, fancy. Okay.
Bistros was good.
Because Costco's has
What's
really
the
good
one
customer
inside
service.
of the what's the one inside of the hotel downtown? Is Rizzling, Rest and Riveling, whatever that is inside down there by
Oh,
Plum?
that's gone. Roots and Reverie.
They gone.
Yeah, that's gone.
They were good.
I'm trying to think.
The Cajun restaurant that I did the most recent review on, Botines
Okay.
Both
in
teams.
Bessemer.
Cajun Creations. Yes,
Mhm.
indeed.
Okay.
That was a good
And
experience.
they just reopened.
They just reopened. It
Mhm.
was a good experience, but mostly because the old dude paid for my meal.
I ain't got
Pay
time.
for
Oh,
$100
well,
ticket.
yeah, somebody did pay for my dinner today because the
He-
cash register did something. I was like, thanks.
He came in and he said, "How many times in here is it for you this week? It's 4 for me." Like he be
Aw.
coming, and
Wow.
then the server was like, "Well, he gonna take care of y'all bill."
Okay.
And I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, he do that. He do that a lot." So
That's what's up.
seemed like he might come in there to find connection through people through doing that. He was by himself, so older gentleman. It might be kind of like how he connect with people or something like that. But it's a real nice gesture. But the food was real good. Was
Just
a good
the whole
experience
experience.
there. Yeah.
So those are the type of stories that I like to hear. I'm gonna tell you just one that came to mind. It wasn't the best, but this is what came to mind. I don't like to be in a retail store and I got to take my hangers off before I get to the register. And then you want me to walk up while somebody is still right there. Why am I walking up on them while they're still checking out? You can't ring up both of us at the same time. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. They're like, stop doing that. No, I'm not taking the hangers off. It's like self checkout. I'm only gonna do that when the other lines are too long because you have people working for that. So I'm gonna go to this line where somebody is. I ain't taking these hangers off, and I ain't checking myself out either.
Something weird that happened to me in Huntsville and Lowe's.
Mhm.
Self checkout. And self checkout is supposed to be self checkout. You ring your stuff up, you
Yeah.
put it in the bag, and
Yeah.
you walk out the door. This lady, because I had Braden with me, we had a lot of stuff because he
Mhm.
wanted the Carhartt stuff out of Lowe's. So she's watching us the entire time. She goes up, comes up, starts like taking the stuff off the hangers for us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And she was like, "How are you gonna pay?" And was like, "Are you paying by card? How are you gonna pay?"
I hadn't gotten to that part yet.
I
What's
said,
it to
I'm
you?
gonna wait until he folds his things up and put it in the bag, and then I'm gonna pay. And so she's standing in front of the pad, and I'm like, "Are you gonna move so I can pay? If you just tell me how you gonna pay, what you trying to do? Get back."
Yeah,
That's weird.
They
Look,
have
get out
gotten
of this.
aggressive with
You
that.
ring it up.
Yeah.
Because they don't, because like some of the kiosks is only cash.
Yeah.
Some of them are only card.
Uh-huh.
Usually they ask you before you get in the line, like they got somebody at the line, but like to ask me why I'm checking out, like you all in my space.
Move.
Back up.
Like,
You might
you
get
think
my
I'm-
access code. Bye.
Like, you think I'm finna insert my card or tap my card and put my PIN number and you standing right
Yeah.
here over my shoulder?
Girl.
If you don't get back,
How you gonna pay? I'm
How
not.
you
Now
pay?
move.
I'm
I did.
stealing.
I did have a good customer service experience at Home Depot in Pelham
Okay.
You had to be
because
specific.
yeah, because I mean you can rent tools here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I needed a hammer drill,
Okay. Yeah.
and so I
You
needed
like
somebody else to go get it for me, and they got the wrong hammer drill.
Yeah.
They got an industrial hammer drill. I just
Mhm.
needed a regular hammer drill.
I got you.
And so I zoomed back over there and said, "Hey, look, we got this supersized hammer drill that has not been used. Can we just switch it out for a regular size hammer drill?" No problem. Because technically it would cost $80 for that hour. And they was like, you don't got to worry about it. If you hadn't used it, it don't look like it's been enough time for you to use it. Clearly, you don't need that one. And they let me switch it out.
I know that's right.
And
Thank
it was
you.
just about, I think a big part of it is going up to the people with humility
Mhm.
and
Human
gentleness.
decency.
Yeah, and just being like,
Mhm.
"Hey, look, I messed up, and if I messed up, then it is what it is. But if you can help me, I really appreciate it." That's how I start my
Right.
my engagements. Like,
Hey,
that.
how are you? Yeah, I have an issue.
Yeah.
Wanted to see about return. Yeah, all of that. CL, what up, baby? She said the social and 5 Point South service and food phenomenal. Blew my mind. I
Okay.
like those reviews.
Putting it on.
Victoria said, "Take the hangers off." What, girl? They be like, could everyone in line please go ahead and have your hangers removed? No.
I'm paying for this because I'm checking out.
I want the hangers too.
If I check out, I'm taking a hanger.
I don't want them little flames and hangers. I don't like that, but I'm not gonna take them off either because I don't want to.
I'm sick.
We hang it up when
Okay.
we get home.
The employees asking to check the bags, receipts for self checkout is crazy. Yes, I am stealing everything, nothing to check. Because why am I doing this?
I'm with you.
So
With this
that's
Yes,
Ashley.
ma'am.
Like, yeah, like you just
Man,
stood
get
here
outta
and
here.
watched me and didn't help
And you
me.
got the whole
And
camera.
usually, like at Walmart, the greeters, like I'm like, I fly by him. But today it was an older black man. He was like, "Hey, let me see your receipt." I was like, "You kind of remind me of my dad. I'm gonna show you
Just
my
'cause of
receipt
that.
just because of that." Like, but get back.
But you do know that people use self checkout to steal. But I'm not
True.
stealing. That's not what we're doing over here.
Well, you
That-
shouldn't put it in the store.
The self checkout.
Exactly. You caused that.
And then if you're going, if I'm going to self checkout, I don't need your employee standing over me and
Oh.
helping me ring it. I don't need your help. Open the line.
Oh, where
Well,
y'all
at
going?
least make your help look so nice that it look like it could be something else other than you watching me.
They
That's what
opening
they be
your
doing at
candles,
Publix.
opening your candles and
At
smelling
Publix,
them.
Publix,
Ooh,
they'll
this smell
get-
good.
At Publix, they'll get that spray and start wiping the machine down over next to the one you at. Like, at least make it look like something.
Okay.
Don't just come stand in my way and ask me how I'm paying. Then we finna have a problem.
Yeah. So
Because I'm finna
so
ask for your manager.
I am the
Facts.
manager.
Manager.
I
You
am
can
the
tell.
manager.
You can
Hey.
tell.
What can I do for you?
Where's your manager?
At Publix, the pictures,
called
the
him.
manager pictures be up on the wall. On
Yeah.
the wall.
Where he at? Give me that number.
Okay, let's see. We were asked to go back up to this one. Just customer service goes a long way. And when you think about just the not the quality of people, but the quality of employees and who's willing to work, who's willing to engage, you know, those type, who has the capabilities to engage with customers. I don't know. I don't know where the hiring pool is where people are actually capable of being engaged and providing good customer service.
It's a culture thing for me.
Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you? Welcome to the show. You know, whatever. Okay. Ashley said, off topic, but on my mind. A pastor got caught up showing support for Charlie Kirk. During discussion, he shared he doesn't see how Black America is disadvantaged in today's culture. After giving him more info on systemic racism, his stance was the same. He says they love all, and the focus is building God's kingdom, and we can continue doing that together. What do y'all think? Can or should Black people worship and truly do life with people who don't acknowledge the impacts of systemic racism?
Wow, that's so loaded.
That's good. Can you worship with people that don't feel like you got issues or like it's an equal playing field? Ashley, thank you for that. Thank you, Miss Angie, for pointing that one out. I saw it.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to say it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know how you would feel comfortable worshiping in those type spaces. You don't even value me as, you don't value my experience. So no, I don't know why you go there. But hey, dude, it's your prerogative. That's your spiritual relationship. Go on over there and do what you're going to do.
The first thing I need to know is you African. Like, are you from because when you find a lot of people that are brown but of different countries.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the times they do have that perspective. If
Okay.
not, then where did your anti-Blackness come from? Right?
Mm.
Where did your willingness to look past what the Black experience has been, even if you're critical of that experience, but to say that it's nothing, to say that there is no experience, there is no differences, that's a delusion.
Or for you as an African American church member to be okay with your non-African American leader saying it, like,
Okay.
hey, we
Oh,
know
you
that.
saying that the leader who said this was not African American?
No,
Oh, that ain't surprising.
no, he
I
white.
don't know why they
She
wouldn't
said,
think.
she said, oh, he white.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know why they wouldn't think every.
So it's a white pastor?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have not seen a white pastor be critical of Charlie Kirk outside of those, outlying TikTok pastors.
There's a few.
Because
Yes,
Church of
we
the
didn't know
Highland was
Charlie
trying to
Kirk.
get Charlie Kirk to come speak 2 years ago.
The
My,
Highlands.
my.
That was
That was one
during
of the
COVID.
one of the big blow ups. Like, why are y'all still going there? Even with that though, there are people that still go there that were still,
It's a lot of
I
people
like
left,
the way they
but yeah,
teach.
you're
I
right.
like
It's a
the
lot.
way, whatever. Okay.
Well, I know where his anti-Blackness came from. It came from a Tuesday.
Who? The guy-
Anybody who think like that's white.
No, that's Black. Okay, so but then the Black members, if I'm at this church and this is what's being said,
Yeah, I've had
You
conversations.
saying the Black members agreed with?
they
stayed.
didn't agree or not. They just still there.
They still
Oh, yeah.
there. They went back. Some of them went back, and it's
God is
funny to
love. He
me.
doesn't see color.
I don't mean to talk about a church, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just talking about her post. Like, as we talk about the church that's here locally, right, in West Woodlawn, they have a face, right? A black face. And
Okay.
a lot of the people feel comfortable going there.
Okay.
That's what most, and so, but he's not the pastor. We all know that, right? He's just the face. He's the lead or the campus pastor.
Mm-hmm.
But on Sundays, that screen dropping,
Really?
right? Yeah.
Well, I want to do
But
that.
you know, I got family members that go over there.
Tell me,
And I asked that question. And then when you give them facts, people have their mind made up. So it don't, I mean, the facts of what they do and how they get down and what they believe and who they about to invite don't matter to them because their mind made up.
what is a
But
person?
I'm different because I have the opposite in my congregation. So I don't see the face.
I got a personal sentiment to you. When would you talk about a church? Like what would the church what would a church have to do for you to, not preface it with it, not to talk about a church? Like what would they have to do for you as a pastor to be like, we got to talk about this?
Something
Or is
very
it some
unbiblical.
or and if it's different talking about it out loud versus getting together with pastors and or that pastor and that church, does that make a difference?
It might be like the police code, cuz.
Mm,
Because that's what's happening on TikTok right now.
Yeah, it
Because
might be like the police.
there's a lot of critical assessment on what the responsibilities of the church is. There's a lot of pastors that came out making excuses. There's some pastors came out supporting it. And it's like, to me personally, I don't care that I know how the church operate. I just want to know that the church is figuring out how to operate in a way that, again, this has showcased that to people that maybe all these churches ain't for the people. And we know that there are churches that are grifter. We know people use religion to grift.
Yeah.
How do we know the difference between a pastor that's a grifter, a pastor that's well intentioned but got blinded by the money, and a pastor that intends fully to participate in the community through the money that they give them? How do you tell the difference? And how do the people that participate in these systems tell the difference?
I think the only way
Wow.
you can tell the difference is through action.
Yeah, the fruit is
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, you have to look at the fruit that the tree bears, and you know not to cast your pearls among swine, and you all of the things. You just have to pay attention and be mindful and sharpen your discernment.
and even with that, a lot of people say that they know what the church is supposed to do,
mm-hmm.
but don't really know what the church is supposed to do fully. And a lot of and I was shocked just this week by a statement from one of my members. Like a lot of times you think because they've been in the church and they're grown that they know. When actuality, no, I might have just learned 2, 3 years ago, right? Like literally. And so a lot of people just don't understand church workings and to think I couldn't, to answer this girl's question, I couldn't worship there. So I don't know if you're saying in the role or as a person. So as a person, I could not worship anywhere where that type of philosophy is there.
Yeah.
You
But there's no
know,
respect for
I
respect for
guess
each individual.
churches are their own little isolated bodies, I guess. And
Yeah.
because my grandmama church split because the pastor was taking money and the deacons challenged him on taking the money. The next Sunday, he came to church with his pistol.
I mean, yeah.
Right? That turned into a big situation. They ousted him, and then they brought in a dude who graduated from college or from high school 2 years before me. So my grandma wasn't about to have that man as her pastor. So the church split half and half. One went to one church and the other one stayed.
Yeah.
And it's like, a part of me is like, I feel like there should be a system outside of that individual church where other pastors come and be like, you tripping, dog.
There are
But-
systems.
But how does that work? Like, how does one pastor hold another pastor accountable in a way that restores some faith to the church for people who have church hurt or who have struggled with the man before the preacher or the pastor?
Church is an institution. It's
Yes.
another institution. It's another organization. It's another. I can start a church today, and it's just the four of us that go, and we have our own rules, our own bylaws, our own thing on the wall with whatever. Like we can do all of that. And if I'm not sensible, I don't have a higher up. I'm not a part of a the Southern Baptist leadership, nothing. I'm not a part of any of that. We are a non-denominational group of people that meet and worship, and that's what we do. And that's why we do it, because we didn't like what they were doing already. So no, I am Bishop Eddie, and stop questioning me or go somewhere else.
And I think that when you're looking for a church home, you want to seek out a church home that has or a spiritual leader that has sought out a higher.
That's a member elsewhere. They
Yeah.
have a
Like
pastor.
they have their own spiritual leader.
And that's so crazy. We talking about this. All these conversations came up this week. I agree with you.
Yeah, you have to have because
Everybody got to be covered.
yes, you
Give them
have to
some
be
authority.
covered. You have to have authority, but you also it's still learning. You're still learning as a spiritual leader how to lead your flock as well. You're gonna need guidance.
I'm gonna do it like this. And this is what we're gonna do over here because this is our church. And
Yeah. At no point is anyone fully spiritually developed. At
So
no point.
we be talking about my, religious trauma.
yeah.
It was me going to church like 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And the problem with
You
that,
get tired.
You,
the pro-
you
not-
got church
not that.
fatigue.
Who that man is on Sunday between 10 and 3 is not who he is every other day when he handling business, when he talking to people.
Yeah, man.
The real person, you see the personality of the man,
right.
not the charisma of the pastor every day outside of Sunday and
So,
maybe Bible study. And
what do he supposed to be?
You gotta always be
supposed to
talking
be-
like
well, he's
this
supposed-
when you
well,
go
I'm
pay your
saying-
bills.
I mean, the way that
Ooh, I'm
what-
just saying.
the way that he addresses my experience with a couple of pastors. Now, I done had a lot of pastors. I call my mama a church no man. I done had some great pastors.
Yeah.
Eddie, you,
My mom was a minister of music. So she go here, she go
Oh,
there, she go here, she go there.
Yeah.
And we sit there for a year and a half and then we go to wherever.
oh yeah,
God
I
done led
got
my
it
mama
now.
everywhere she never been.
I got it. Dog.
Amen.
You know
You
what I'm
just
saying?
told the secret when you said minister of music. That changed everything. that you
Yeah,
just said.
so we hear. So I got some really good pastors that to this day I connect with.
All right.
So I can't take everything away from men that are well intended, but I believe that I can see when a man is not well intended or used to be well intended and lost his way because of the money, the power, being put on these pedestals, being seen as the pastor before the man. And I think it's humbling. It is. There is something to gain from seeing the man first and the pastor second, which is what I learned from that experience. But sometimes too much of the man show up, and that's what I'm critiquing. When too much of the man showed up, with too much of the ego, too much of the pride, the lack of willingness to be corrected,
So the humanness.
talking to people crazy, like misogyny, sexism,
Okay.
like talking to my mama crazy. Like I done heard pastors talking to my mama as the minister of music,
Yeah.
in crazy ways. Like this ain't the dude that be teaching us about being better people
Okay.
on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
So in that, never mind.
That's depth, and that takes maturity to really be able to say, like, in your ignorant humanness, you out here tripping, and you do need to be checked, and you may not be checked by another pastor. I may check you for talking to my mama crazy because I'm human too. So like I already said, in an institution, just like at school, your principal is your principal at school, and they still principal Wendy out of school, but Principal Wendy might be at Pilates class getting it in.
Yeah.
I mean, we are well-rounded human beings, and I think that the human experience and how we see other people and what our expectations are of them as human beings is what messes us up.
Yep.
100%.
I want to
because if
I
you
don't know.
if you see that, I'm just saying, if you see that principal with a beer, you start thinking a little differently now.
I mean, principals drink beer.
They do, but when you were a kid and you used to just see your principal as a principal talking about responsibility, doing these no drugs and dare things, and you see them with a beer, you think a little something a little
And
different.
why are you even here, little child, and I'm drinking beer?
Stay out of grown folks' business.
All of that. So all of that in our
Oh, yeah.
humanness.
I'm
Jay
sorry,
had
go ahead.
like this may be, something that you want to speak to.
Well,
You got 5 minutes.
I'm on the institution part because you said it a couple times.
Yeah, it's an
And-
institution.
I don't think it's an institution because
What
the
you
Bible doesn't. It's an organism. It's a living organism.
Okay.
Now, there's no scripture to support that. However, in America,
Mm-hmm.
we have institutionalized religion,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where my pushback is.
Okay.
But to Eddie's point, everybody can be checked. In my personal opinion, I don't operate like that, but I've seen people operate like that, right? And so I don't really have nobody in my circle that roll like that because I don't roll like that. That's just me. I have a pastor. I have a spiritual father. Walter Solomon is my spiritual father, and being called on the phone and saying, "Hey, I heard that."
Yeah.
That's loving correction, right? Or it's a better way to do it. It's a better way to move, navigate, you got to have that because to me, you don't grow without it. This is a craft, this is an art, this is a skill. So you got to be able to grow. And when somebody gets to that point, man, usually it don't end well for them. That's been my experience. But to the other side of that, I've also seen churches make them become that way.
Mhm.
And I've seen churches move and not want to change and call him, ego and power tripping to where they get rid of the pastor and then the church dead and died. So I've kind of seen it both ways, but you know, um, I don't think that you should talk to women a certain kind of way. So I don't think that her being a minister of music changes that for me.
Mm-mm.
So I think it comes down to the personality of the pastor too. Like,
Yeah, because it's still in your humanness, which is what I try to get people to realize in any capacity. There was a video not too long ago where a doctor pushed a lady or pushed the phone or something in her somebody's hospital room, and they were just talking about like the way that he was caught off guard by the camera, once again by the camera. So this is like one of those life altering moments, and you got this camera up, and the doctor like
I saw it.
did that,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
People think that doctors are supposed to be well poised and always,
Mhm.
practicing bedside manner all the time. Therapists are supposed to be, yes, and tell me how I don't talk like that. So you're not going to get that when you come and talk to me. Firefighters are supposed to always get the cats out of trees. I don't do that. I don't like cats. I'm not getting your cat. Tell him to do it. The expectations that we have for people, institutions make us see it differently. Now, the expectations we have for the president of the United States are what they are, right? He should be presidential, and he ain't.
And even with that, there ain't that many. There ain't that many responsibilities that people know. It's a lot of it is
It's the
the
decorum.
informal qualifications
Yeah,
and
it's how you present.
responsibilities. If you actually read you brought it the last time. If you actually read that thing, you'd be like, "Oh, he do a whole lot he ain't supposed to do," or we expect a lot more out of him. And I say that to pastors and
Yes,
practitioners and the whole field. Like people have made these expectations of what the church's supposed to do, what the pastor's supposed to do, and ain't do. Like, dude literally told somebody literally criticized me for going to the Jeezy concert. Like, and I'm going to go to the next one because I like
that's what I.
Jeezy.
Yeah, that's a part of my
What?
coming up.
What is this?
It's
But
kind of it's like that.
Mm.
What
whatever.
therapists experience is like when you are a certain type of when you're in a profession with a certain type of moral compass, you're expected to exist under that moral compass forever.
No,
So you a therapist, you can't be Eddie outside of therapy,
Yeah.
and you a pastor, you can't be Jonathan outside of pastor. Like that, it don't work like that.
And
You
man, I
you people
lived like that the
first.
first three years of ministry, 4 years.
just being very much.
Just trying to, ooh, I can't do this, do that. I'm like, this ain't salvation. I start, it ain't got nothing to do with salvation. It's
I think,
expectation, and I
and
can't meet what's in your head.
I think most
Okay,
pastors
not.
govern within the lines of where is your covering and where are you taking your covering.
Mm.
So if you place yourself in an environment where you can't be, you're always covered, granted, but how much are you going to operate under grace for your covering if you're supposed to be a leader and you're supposed to be showing people how to live in this? I'm the model example and I'm this much more Christ-like, so I can lead you to Christ. So what am I showing you? And I think that's more of what it's about, because I can't lead you somewhere and I'm not showing you how I got there.
It is about that. It is about that.
Mm.
And I think to not go too far because of the time that we have left. What
Mhm.
does it look like when I am human along with you? Yes, I answered a call. Like I always
Mhm.
say, being a counselor is a calling too.
It is.
So I answered that call. I could have been just doing radio and hosting
And
shows, but no, we got to answer a call to do what we do. So me
I've
answering
seen
my
it.
call comes with
And it comes with responsibilities. It's a role. And as long as I can look at you as an example, like my apostle,
Mhm.
your wife respects you, your daughter respects you.
Mhm.
I can respect that.
Okay.
And you don't have to press for a following.
Mm.
And you have fruit in your congregation.
Yeah.
People are prospering in your congregation. You doing something right.
But I'm still a real person.
And you're serving the community.
Yeah.
And he will let you know that he's still a real person, and he'll go off within reason because he know he's still a man of God. at the end of the day.
Off. I'm
Yeah.
flipping tables.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
Boosh,
But it's a
boom,
way to
boom.
do everything. It's not it's how you do it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
And you
Yeah.
know what? I'm
It's-
okay with that. I'm okay with recognizing and acknowledging your manness
Mm-hmm.
and acting accordingly versus getting so caught up on the pedestal that you placed on that you
Right.
can't even take accountability for where your
Right.
manness might show up where you should take accountability.
Yeah, because you have to recognize that you were put here to serve.
Correct.
And as long as you live and you got a heart of servitude, you will never outgrow your purpose and be arrogant and make it
Yeah.
about you because you're always a servant.
Correct.
And you want to look for a leader that strives to be a servant.
Correct.
You're for the people, just like y'all want y'all president to be for the people.
Except he don't have to
You
be
need a-
perfect.
yeah, you need
he can
a-
have 35 counts.
Right. You need
And
a
I can't
spiritual
have
leader
one.
that's for the people. My apostle gave away $10,000 a day worth of food benefits. Like, you have to have somebody that's willing to serve the community.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tonight's show has been all about that. We talked about giving from the beginning now to the end and the golden rule. The golden rule is pretty much what we always come back to no matter what the topic is. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
It's vital.
It's that's just kind of it. If you don't do anything else, you do that. So we keep that in mind. We go through the week. We put ourselves first, yes, but you put yourself first so that you can be filled to serve others and to be present for others. So this week, the vote for those files happens. Can't wait. I'm looking for to see what happens with that. Also on Saturday, Coleman Cares Party for Presence, another opportunity to give, and details on Keep On Rolling 2025 will roll out. So keep it locked right here to V94.9 WATV. But we're always vital and we're always giving. It's the holiday season and we do this all the time, not just in the holiday season. Y'all be vital. I'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. for Lady Wu's Midday Fun Shui with a free lunch flashback at noon on a Mood, Music, and Motivation Monday.
Peace.
Y'all good?
Yes.
We're out. Bye.